Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, your place for news and gameplay. Some good, some bad, and let's be honest, likely some rage and tilting. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell for notifications. Today's episode, we're going to look at some test server action. This is going to be a two-part video. Actually, I should say these videos will be in two parts. There's going to be one video that we're going to be doing right now. It's going to focus on the Behemoth and the Phantom, as there's been a couple tweaks made to them. The next video I'll be doing tomorrow, that will focus more on the phase shift, as this weekend's test server has been split off into two. Saturday is the Behemoth and the Phantom, and the Sunday is changes to the phase shift. For this weekend, the Behemoth really hasn't changed that much. The Phantom has a few little tweaks to it, but it's starting to look like it's getting to a state where Pixonic is happy with both the Behemoth and the Phantom. So that being said, let's have a quick look at my hangar, and we will go from there. As you can see, we're running the Behemoth here with Chimera, with the last stand 2 thermonuclear reactors, the advanced repair unit, and in the pilot here, we're running mechanic, the increased weapon damage of both the Chimera as well as just overall durability, speed has been increased. We're going to the second Behemoth here. I equipped it with 4 Vipers, anti-control last stand thermonuclear reactor along with lockdown ammo. And in the pilot, the same setup as before, the increased durability, increased weapon damage for both the Viper and overall, increased acceleration for the Viper, durability, speed increases. And in the Phantom here, we're running 2 Halos and a Corona with the anti-control last stand. And I threw in the Battleborn just to see how it reacts, along with the advanced repair unit. The pilot itself, durability healing over time, increased weapon damage, increased shot grouping for the Halo, increased shot grouping for the Corona, increased durability, increased speed. And for the next one, we have 2 Spark and a Scourge running anti-control, last stand, the thermonuclear reactor with the advanced repair unit. And similarly, we're running healing, running weapon damage increase on the Spark and overall as well as the Scourge, increased durability, increased speed, and I threw in to lock on targets faster because we are dealing with weapons that require lock-on. In the last Phantom, 2 Punishers and Punisher T, anti-control, last stand thermonuclear reactor. I threw the lock-on down ammo on this because I'm running kinetic weapons, and again healing over time, increased weapon damage and durability, speed. I put some adamant skills on here as well if the enemy controls 3 or more beacons. So that being said, that is a quick look at the lineup. We're going to jump right in here and see how things go. So without any further ado, let's get into the action. Okay, we've found a match here, domination on Dead City. Let's start with the Phantom running Punishers for a change. Why not? I do have lockdown ammo on this, so hopefully I can lock somebody down and be able to just unload my entire clip at them. But let's go over here to the right and see if we can grab this beacon to start things off. Well, this bot has a little bit of increased speed skill on it, but it's not really much faster than that Hellburner walking. I thought it would have been a little bit more faster than that. Oh well, so I'll just grab the beacon here. So you can see by the dark red markers on the enemy's health that those 2 back there have last stand. So you notice I just got a boost of speed. That's because I have the skill on here that if the enemy controls 3 or more beacons, I get increased speed. So that's where that all came from. Now I have a Loki here. I engaged locked-in ammo. I was trying to lock him down while he was in stealth, but I missed, unfortunately. So he's locked down here now, and I'm just going to come right up in his face here, and I'm going to hit him with this right Punisher. See, I'm just trying to hit him with that right-hand Punisher because the other ones are kind of going over top of him. Right here, yep, see, I was able to kill him, even when he was in stealth. So we'll just unload the clip here. Alright, let's see where everybody is. Looks like this test server, for some reason, it's only 3-on-3. I'm not really a big fan of test servers like this. I much prefer the 6-on-6. It makes, especially if you end up on a really open map, it makes it really a long, drawn-out battles. It's because people are so far apart and there's only 3 on each team. Anyways, at least Dead City's a little bit more closer, so I just dropped my beacon there. I have this. Oh, he just got a nice phase shift right in the middle of the air. That was awesome. Okay, so we have a Fenrir up here. I'll just unload what I can at him. I did drop my beacon, so there we go. I'd come back, get back into safety. I'll try to hit this Fenrir a little bit more from behind this structure here, this ruin of a wall. So he's trying to grab center. I'm locked down. Okay, I can move now, but my last hand is just triggered. At least we were able to take out the Fenrir. Okay, so I'm reloading my Punishers now. Let's go into center here. Let's grab this beacon. Uh-oh. Oh, we're just able to move to the side enough just to avoid those vortex. Or aphids, whatever it was that was coming in. Okay, so let's just go over this way. We want the match to last. I don't want us to grab too many beacons. We have the majority of the beacons right now. That's okay. Let's get into cover a little bit more. Oh, that hurt. Okay, I saw that coming. Yeah, let's throw in the Chimeras. Why not? I've run this build a couple times in previous test servers, but I've never gotten a chance to actually use it. So we'll just use it here. This is not the best map to be using it, especially since there are some enemies fairly close by. But what the hell? I'll just throw it in here. See what we can do. He's healing quite a bit. Maybe can I heal? Can I hit this guy? Oh, I'm hitting the wall. Oops. There we go. Now they all went through. He went into stealth, and this guy's going to come and kill me here. He wants me now. And I'm going to reload, and he has some Spark. What was it here? Yeah, Spark and Scourge. I have that same build too, so I'm just going to eat it up here. My last stand hasn't been triggered yet. Oh, there it is. My last stand's been triggered now. I'm trying to at least get his last stand triggered. I won't be able to kill him because that Spark and Scourge will just eat me alive here, but I was able to trigger his last stand. Alright, so let's run the Halo and Corona build. Let's go after these guys here. So get rid of this guy. Let's go around, see if we can get rid of this Phantom here. I don't think he dropped a beacon. So, okay, so I just teleported out just to make sure I didn't take too much damage. Alright, now where are we going to go? So far it's a relatively even match. At least this 3-on-3, this is being a bit of an even match. It's not being one team completely dominating the other. So at least this should last a little while. So all three of them are hunkered up over here on the left-hand side. Let's see here. Should probably drop a beacon. And, oh, there's a Behemoth right there. Let's see if we can do some damage on him. Up close, and I'm going to have to get out of dodge there. There's all three there, and oh, it looks like one of them's a Mender. Okay, we got to get that Mender taken care of. I think that's still the Behemoth right there, though. Yep, that's Behemoth, so he's got Tridents, I think, on there. That's going to do a lot of damage. I want to get his last stand trigger. That's my goal. Okay, now I can transport back. Okay. So Lisa's got his last stand triggered, and there's still that Mender back there healing everybody. We're going to have to take him out if we can. Oh, that's a Greek bot there. What the hell, let's just go in and do some damage. Get inside his shield. Take him out, okay, and let's teleport back. Let's protect the center beacon. There's another Behemoth. And I didn't have a chance to drop my beacon to teleport, so there, just drop the beacon. Let's go after this guy, and oh, I didn't get a chance to teleport back. That's okay. Let's run the Scourge and Spark build now. Alright, so looks like the Mender's in center now. We really needed him taken care of. Wow, he's counter healing, and he has his pulses too. Alright, let's just unload here. Unload, I'm going to teleport back before he gets too close. I can still hit him from where I dropped the beacon. One more shot, and he should be dead. There we go. Okay, he's taken care of. Oh, great, look at that. They have a Wayland in center. Alright, we have to get rid of this guy now, because they're over there, and they're getting a fourth beacon. So we really need to get this guy at a center. We can't let him turn this beacon. Well, he's already turned this beacon, but there's on the other side there's one of the players trying. He's shaking his head no, but unfortunately we can't let dude. So I'm just going to be at point blank range here. I'm just going to unload everything I have at him. And if we don't get rid of this Wayland, everybody's just going to basically sit on this center beacon and healing constantly. So I just drop my beacon. I know generally what you want to do is you want to drop it in cover, but my idea is to try to maintain my lock, because when I teleport, I'll still keep my lock. I'm not sure if I teleport, if they have a lock on me, if they lose their lock. I think they do. But when I teleport, I don't lose my lock. Alright, so I didn't need to use my teleport function there. And we're grabbing the beacon now that we got that Wailing killed. And I'm just trying to... I dropped my beacon just so I could get some increased speed and get out of there. Okay, so now in a little bit safety, just reload. It's now 3-on-2. I have one more bot. It's my Behemoth running Vipers that I can use if I absolutely have to. At least it can brawl a little bit. But really, the Behemoth is not meant to brawl. It really is more of a sniping bot, considering you are stationary when you have to engage all 4 weapons. And I'm actually perfectly fine with that. Oh, look at that. It's a traditionalist Falcon. Let's see how much it takes us to... I think all 3 of us are here hitting him. I'm not sure. 2 of us, anyways. I think my 3rd teammate might be on the right-hand side. Anyways, so let's see what we have to do to get rid of a traditionalist Falcon. Drop my beacon there. Let's just try to melt this guy as much as we possibly can. And I'm going to be out of ammo before he dies. And he's healing again. And he's counter-healing. Look at him just counter-heal. Oh, we should be able to take him out here. There we go. Finally. Alright, so we got 4 beacons. I don't think there's any more. That's it. That was a decent match, especially for a 3-on-3. That was pretty evenly matched. I was happy with that. Alright, so let's just look at the tail of the tapes here. 1.7 million, 4 kills, 3 beacons. Everybody on our team got well over 1.6 million damage. The enemy teams didn't do too badly either. Okay, now for my final thoughts. I'm actually okay with how things are right now. I know some people aren't happy with the Behemoth, that they feel it needs something extra, especially when it goes in stationary mode, that it needs to have some resistance or some other mechanic. But really, in my opinion, not every single bot that comes into the game needs to be OP and completely 100% viable for everybody. There are bots that can come in that can be for a niche market. And just like the Fury really isn't used for brawling, it's used as a sniping long-range setup. Well, the Behemoth can be used for that setup as well. It really, to me, is a replacement for the Fury. A lot of people who do run the long range aren't moving around much anyway, so it really won't affect them that much. They'll sit back with 4 trebuchets on it at 1,000 meters and just try to snipe enemies at a long distance. You can run lots of things on it. I was running Chimera. You can throw Dragoons on there, Tempests, like I said, Trebuchets. You have lots of options to sit back. I know some people want to be able to try to run it as a brawler up front, but think of it this way. You make it a bot that can carry 4 weapons, and if you allow it to move around with all 4 of its slots, and if you give it resistance, you are, in essence, creating an extremely OP bot. You put a bot in there that can actually brawl with 4 Exodus, as an example, 4 Avengers, 4 heavy weapons that is potentially mobile and has resistance. No, the game is already imbalanced as it is. You're just creating more of an imbalance. So I'm perfectly fine with it set up the way it is. As for the Phantom, I really didn't notice too much of a change between last server. I think they increased the cooldown a little bit for the teleportability. I personally, didn't really see that it was that detrimental to having an increased cooldown. Pretty much most of the time when I wanted the teleportability to drop a beacon, I had it. So I think it's probably pretty balanced the way it is right now. It has an interesting mechanic to the game. But beyond that, I probably would still, if I had a choice between it and a Loki, I probably would still run a Loki myself. Anyways, those are my final thoughts. I'll do another video tomorrow once they open up the test server and let us look at the changes to the phase shift. So as always, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. If you have any ideas for videos, let me know. And until next time, cause some mayhem in the field for me.